Well, I guess it had to happen sometime. It's not officially over, but I had to walk away. It's 35 to 27. The Buckeyes got that score, but they just can't seem to stop Michigan at this point. It took Ohio State a long time to get that touchdown to make it 35 to 27. So, I mean, the fact that stopping Michigan, then going down and scoring and getting a 2-point conversion, I guess it's over. I hear Gus Johnson in there yelling. I love me some Gus Johnson, but unfortunately, it's normally Ohio State's winning. I don't have to hear about Michigan's power football. That's disgusting. And it started out horrible. Michigan's first drive, they took it down the field, they scored. I wasn't too concerned. It's like, this happens a lot, whether if it's the NFL or college. Team goes down, scores on their first drive, and they really don't look that good the rest of the day. So that's what happened. Michigan goes down, they score. It's like, all right, I'm not too worried, but Ohio State's drive, it couldn't have started worse series for series. Michigan goes down and scores. Ohio State goes 3 and out. Horrible field position, 3 and out. I mean, they were backed up. But Michigan leaves the door open a little bit because they follow it with an interception. Buckeyes are right there, got good field position. They had a touchdown. It wasn't the greatest pass, but Olave, the first big play of the game that went against them, Olave drops one in the end zone. Could have went for a touchdown. Instead, they had to settle for a field goal. It was 7-3 right there. So Michigan had their hopes up after the great start, and they threw that interception that deflated them a little bit, and I got to believe holding Ohio State to a field goal there put some air back in them. And then teams traded stops a little bit. The Buckeyes did score. They got a touchdown from Wilson going up 10-7. I believe their only lead of the day. Didn't last long. Michigan with a nice pass down the field by McNamara set up a touchdown run, made it 14-10. I believe Michigan at this point in the game has 5 touchdown runs. So the Buckeyes did manage yet another field goal. Looked like perhaps they were going to put it in the end. A couple times today it looked like they were going to put it in the end zone. Had to settle and kick it. So it's 14-13 at halftime. Ohio State's going to get the ball. Would have felt much better about 17-14 there. But all right, it's just 14-13. Kind of felt like Michigan was celebrating already. And kind of at halftime, I thought they were going to regret that. I thought the Buckeyes were going to come out and score, take the lead, and never look back. But they came out in the second half and looked about as bad as they did at the beginning of the game. They did look like this is the first time in a long time they seemed like the team that was maybe a little overwhelmed by the moment. Some bad snaps, some bad timing, false starts. Another fumble late there in the game between Hendo and Stroud. And Michigan just looked composed pretty much the whole game. They never really looked, that one idiot on their team there that led to a personal foul on the Buckeyes. But even that, I guess it was the Buckeyes that lost it there. So anyways, Michigan scored twice. Instead of the Buckeyes taking the lead and never looking back, Michigan scored twice, went up 28-13. Ohio State did score right at the beginning of the fourth quarter, giving you some hope at 28-20. But then they just couldn't stop Michigan. Michigan goes right back to a 2-score lead, making it 35-20, and that was kind of the beginning of the end right there at 35-20. As Buckeye fans, pretty much everybody was thinking, all right, two quick scores, we're right back in this, But that first score just took forever, and then that leads us to where I started this video by walking away at 35-27. I'm hearing a marching band in there. It does not sound like the Ohio State marching band. I don't know. Perhaps I'll go check it out. Hold on. I shouldn't give up yet. Maybe it's 4th down. Maybe Michigan's getting ready to punt, and the Buckeyes are going to have a minute with the ball. I doubt it, though. It's probably 1st and 10. Ohio State's out of timeouts, right? Oh, yeah. So it's actually worse than I thought. It was 1st down, Ohio State with the ball. It wasn't 4th down Michigan. It was actually 1st down Ohio State after an apparent Michigan score. Was it another rushing touchdown? 6 rushing touchdowns? Good for them, not that, I wish there was somehow I could blame it on, like Ryan Day, like calling these stupid plays or all these bad calls. There was maybe one really questionable call. I thought that pass interference, I thought the Michigan player just basically ran into the Ohio State defensive back, and I didn't really think that was much of a pass interference or a catchable ball or whatever. They kind of got away with one there. But other than that, Michigan just sort of did it. They just stopped Ohio State when they needed to. Seemed like Ohio State didn't do much on 1st down all day. Seemed like a lot of 3rd and 7s, 3rd and 6. I'm not some defensive guru. I ain't got a chance to watch the tape yet, but it seemed like Michigan just wasn't letting them get downfield at all. There was maybe one or two times where they got one-on-one and they would send Wilson or Olave deep. One of them had Olave had a miraculous catch later in the game. Smith and Jigba, just a lot over the, a lot of these 5, 6, 7 yard passes, and then Michigan would make the tackle. I expected a lot from Henderson today, although he did have a big game. Even earlier, I kept thinking, like, if they give it to him enough, he's going to break one, And then I think maybe they're on that drive that made it 35-27. There was a lot. I feel like they just felt like that was their best chance to get a big play, was on the ground. Michigan was just not going to give them a big play through the air. Whole bunch of 6 or 7 yard passes, but so whatever Michigan did defensively, it worked. They were able to run the ball right up the middle. The Buckeyes' defensive line, especially the front, the middle of the line, is supposedly the deep spot, the tough spot. Michigan ran the ball up the middle with ease today. And then they were a little quick getting around to the outside. Steel Chambers, while he's coming along as a linebacker, the guy was just a running back not that long ago. So there was a play or two today where maybe he was a little out of position or got swallowed up. There was there was a holding call there late in the game on the Buckeyes. That wasn't great, but that's all right. They turned around and scored anyhow. See, I'm just looking for anybody to blame. But the truth is, Harbaugh, for the first time as Michigan coach, he got it done, man. Coached a good game, had his guys ready. I'd say they were more ready than the Buckeyes. And I guess he outcoached Ryan Day, because I know who has the better players. I don't know if any Michigan fans are going to see this. Probably only Michigan fans are going to see this. No Buckeye fans care after a loss anyhow. So I don't know. Congratulations, Jim Harbaugh. In Michigan, they did it. I don't know. It just kind of sucks, man. The whole season. Now I know how Michigan feels. The couple of times we've just destroyed their whole season in the last decade. I don't remember this. It's been a long time. I was a youngin' when John Cooper got stepped on all the time. Buckeyes would be looking good, looking at the Rose Bowl, maybe a national title. Nope. So it's been a long time coming. Finally, Michigan got us back. I hear them in there cheering. Ann Arbor. Oh well, I'll still visit Ann Arbor every now and then. It's a place up there I like to stop into every now and then. Damn it, this sucks. Trying to come up with some kind of something to be like, oh, it's all right. Mary's in there talking about they need to win every now and then to make it a rivalry. Nah, no, they don't. If Ohio State just beat them 50 years in a row, that'd still be a pretty cool rivalry to me. Boom. All right, guys. Thanks for watching if you made it this far, and congratulations to Michigan. Give yourselves a thumbs up. You can only do that via this video, though. That's how I'll know you're giving your coach a thumbs up, Michigan fans. And I'm going to watch that other Michigan guy. I can't think of his name right now, but I'll find him. He's some Michigan guy. He's always sitting down in his man cave. He's normally miserable, but this year he's probably going to be pretty excited and fired up. I think that guy even talks about Michigan volleyball and everything on his channel. So this is a big day for him. I'm going to go check out his video here in a little bit. Boom. Go Bucks. I ain't saying the other one, man. I am not saying that other thing. I don't care if you guys did win. Suck it, Blue.